Bledsoe traded from Suns to Bucks, per report. The Phoenix Suns are trading Eric Bledsoe to the Milwaukee Bucks, according to ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski and Zach Lowe. It's the inevitable end to the Bledsoe saga, who had requested a trade and has not been with the team since the start of the year. Milwaukee will send back Greg Monroe, who has an expiring contract, and a first-round pick, per Wojnarowski. Bledsoe played the first 3 games of the season in Phoenix, but he tweeted, "I don't wanna be here," after head coach Earl Watson was subsequently fired. Bledsoe claimed that he was at a hair salon with his wife, and that the tweet was about that, but he had also reportedly requested a trade earlier in the preseason that was not granted. What type of player is Eric Bledsoe now? Bledsoe averaged 20 points and 6 assists each of his last 2 seasons in Phoenix. Both teams were bad, so Bledsoe was mostly producing during meaningless basketball games, especially as each season wore on. But those numbers aren't anything to scoff at. The 28-year-old is a proven playmaker who can get his own shot and decent efficiency. Don't rule out Bledsoe defensively, either, since he can lock in on that end of the court. He did not try in the slightest during his 3 games of the season, it should be noted, and it was a part of the reason that the Suns lost twice by 40-plus points. Bledsoe has 2 years left at about $30 million total, and that's a fair price for a high-end playmaking guard who can play on the ball or off it. Why Milwaukee would do this? The Bucks' biggest need right now is depth. They've won just 4 of their 9 games this season despite Giannis Antetokounmpo's MVP-like start because there are too many negative players in their rotation. Bledsoe will immediately take minutes from players like Rashad Vaughn and will likely reduce Matthew Dellavedova's role. Milwaukee's on-off splits tell this story well. The team is plus 1.7 when Antetokounmpo is on the floor, and plus 4.0 with Chris Middleton. Tony Snell and Malcolm Brogdon are both right around even, and John Henson, plus 8.4, lineups perform admirably well. Everyone else is well into the negatives, meaning the Bucks consistently get outscored per 100 possessions anytime they're playing so far this season. It's still early, but these small sample tests check out with other metrics, like the eye test. Jabari Parker will eventually return, but Bledsoe gives head coach Jason Kidd and Milwaukee another reliable piece that can shore up a short rotation. Greg Monroe had only played 5 games, averaging about 15 minutes, so that's a small loss to pay. And while the first-round pick hurts, Milwaukee is envisioning a season that will have them as a high Eastern Conference playoff seed. It's why they made this move, and it's why the loss of a pick wouldn't hurt that much. Why Phoenix would do this? Phoenix only hurt themselves by not dealing with the Bledsoe situation then and letting it spill over into the regular season, where it became a public situation. However, trading Bledsoe was the only real resolution to this problem, even as the Suns won 4 out of their next 5 games. They have now lost 3 in a row, meaning order is slowly being restored to the league. What do Suns fans think about this deal? They're disappointed, since Phoenix clearly sold low on Bledsoe. They had to. Bledsoe's trade request and dismissal from the team tanked his value, but those were team-created problems and means that the Suns didn't get the value on him that they would have hoped.